And we're off.
Hello, how's it going, everyone?
Pretty good if you're asking me.
Well, no, I'm asking them.
Oh.
Yeah, they came back to listen to us have another review.
Oh. You poor high souls who have nothing better to do.
We thank you.
Alright, so we just finished watching Batman vs. Superman.
Dawn of Justice.
Yeah, Dawn of Justice. We watched the most recent release, which was the Ultimate Edition. So what was it? What was it called? The Batman vs. Superman Dawn of Justice Ultimate Edition.
Yes.
But it's a new 4K transfer that has the adjusted aspect ratio. Because they inserted the IMAX film scenes in actually IMAX footage, like IMAX footage ratio, just like Zack Snyder's Director's Cut of Justice League. So it's a little jarring. Sorry, dry throat. But it goes from the widescreen to like basically full screen, but it's not that bad. I know a lot of people complained about when they saw the
Zack Snyder's
Cut of Justice League, because they're like, why is this in full screen? Well, technically you're getting more image than you would with a normal widescreen, because they're shot in IMAX. It's just presented in full frame. However, I don't understand why they just couldn't make the lenses on the cameras a bit wider to fill up the sides. You know what I mean? So I just find it a little funny. But anywho. That being said, the basic plot of this movie is Batman gets a hard-on for killing Superman after the destruction of the Superman, Zod, and company fight from Man of Steel.
Because of a lot of people died.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of people died.
That's implied. That's implied.
That is shown.
Oh, yes. It's shown as well. But, I mean, they know. They know what we're talking about. But, anywho, so he gets a hard-on for killing Superman. He devises multiple ideas, probably how to do it. And then basically the gist of the plot is Lex Luthor somehow behind the scenes figures out who they both are, uses them against each other, pit them against each other to... What do we want to say?
I don't understand how he figured out who Superman was.
Oh, I don't know either. Oh, look! It's Clark Kent. Oh, Clark, your glasses fell. Superman? When did you show up? Oh, wait. Clark! Superman was just here.
Clark was just here.
I know.
What did you do with that?
So it's the dumbest disguise ever.
At least I like how they didn't even like touch on how he figured it out. It's like it's so obvious, because I was like, when we were watching, I'm like, how did he figure it out? And I'm like, besides the obvious.
Yeah. So basically, just the plot. Batman wants to kill Superman because he feels he's a weapon of mass destruction that needs to be dealt with. Superman wants to stop Batman because he thinks he's a bloodthirsty vigilante. Lex Luthor uses them as pawns in his own game and tries to pit them against each other to get what he wants.
Which Batman is a bloodthirsty vigilante.
I'm not saying he's wrong.
Definitely killed many people during this
points
film.
Too.
Like the one guy whose head smashed against the wall.
Yeah, I know. And then, so they fight, and then they realize they both have the mother with the same name.
Why did you say that name?
Which brings them together, and they bond, and they team up, and they stop Lex. It's not the thickest plot in the world, but it is what it is.
No, and that fight is just so bad. Many times.
I know. The fight itself is fun. And the action is fun.
Yes, that
but
is
the
fun.
whole point of the fight happening,
the plot point.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
There's at least four opportunities.
Like Superman goes there not to fight Batman, but to get Batman's help. And there's multiple times where all he has to do is say what he's there for, and the reason
Lex
behind it.
Martha.
Yeah, Lex has kidnapped my mother. He's going to kill her. That's all he had to say.
He wants us to fight.
And he's like there's so many points during that fight where he can stop and talk, and he doesn't. It's an unnecessary, needless fight. I can understand, like, if one of them was being mind controlled, or if this was their first interaction, they got off on the wrong foot. Yeah. But at this point in the film, for what it's needed and why Superman went there in the first place, it makes no logical sense.
No.
It's basically like It's something like a stupid 12-year-old would think of.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you'll go there, but then he'll do this, and he'll get mad, and you'll hit him, and you'll hit him, and he'll smash my action figures together. And I'm like,
because it was like, okay,
oh,
so,
just stop.
So the fight was he comes there to talk. Batman's like, no, blah, 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 whatever. And then he sends the sound things at him, so Superman destroys the sound things.
But anyway.
Then he has another chance to talk, and then he gets gunshot at him.
Yeah.
Destroys the guns, has another chance to talk, and just pushes Batman and throws him around a bunch.
There's multiple points during this fight where Superman has time to talk, but we have to take it to the end so he can say, "Save Martha! Why did you say that name? Save Martha! Why did you say that name?" It's dumb. It is. I'm sorry. It is dumb.
It is.
It is incredibly dumb. I'm sorry. Like, I don't actually hate this movie. Some people really hate this movie.
I really do enjoy it.
And I have to admit, the ultimate extended director's cut edition is far better than the theatrical. But that being said, the whole point of the fight is dumb.
Yes, and the end fight too, where he grabs the spear.
Oh, that was dumb. Yeah,
where,
I know what you mean.
Like, you kind of see him like fall a little bit, but any other time in the movie where he's dealt kryptonite near him, he's dying. But all of a sudden,
I can excuse that because it's the adrenaline rush, right? He's pushing himself. Like, I could.
This is after the fight with Batman, where sure he recovered. This is after the nuclear explosion.
I get where you're going with
the kryptonite spear almost drowned him, and Lois had to save him.
No, it's like, I'm going to go save Lois from drowning from trying to get the spear. And now I've saved her. Now I'm going to try to get the spear. Oh, wait a minute. It's made of kryptonite. Now I'm drowning. Oh, Lois has to dive in and save me now. I'm like,
and then
how stupid are you?
He just does a sort of kind of run to a fly to grabbing the spear to kind of falling a little bit to being like, no, now I can fly another 50 feet with it and stab him with it.
I know.
It was
dumb. I know. They're like, I know Superman isn't necessarily the sharpest tool in the shed, and he can be a little dumb at times, but this was beyond stupid for Superman.
Yeah.
This was like Superman's stupid cousin kind of thing. It's like, yeah, oh, hey, Kal-El, is that AL again? Oh, is AL eating the paste? Oh, he loves eating that glue paste.
So I have to ask, is this a Batman film, or is this a Superman 2?
Okay, okay. It's technically okay. It's, and I mean technically on a very technical level, and like technically Superman 2. However, that being said, it is a Batman movie with Superman in it.
Okay,
I'm saying this is more of a Batman movie, guest starring Superman, or co-starring Superman.
It seemed like more of a Batman movie.
Initially, they were supposed to do a straight up Superman sequel, but after the box office performance and the mixed critical reviews for Man of Steel, they decided to say, screw that, we're just going to do a Batman-Superman team-up film and focus more on Batman. And because they felt people would have flocked to the theater more. And they were technically right, because it did make more money than than Man of Steel.
Right.
And I believe it did get a higher critical rating, even though it still got a rotten critical rating.
Ooh.
I think it was still higher than Man of Steel's. Or, you know what? No, actually, Man of Steel's may have been higher. It's hard to remember at this point. It's all arbitrary, anyways.
Now, there are definitely good parts of the film. Like, the opening sequence.
This? Yeah, like, this wasn't a bad film at all. Like, I give this film, like, a C. Like, this isn't a bad film.
Yeah.
This isn't a film that deserves to be rated rotten.
Yes, I would agree with that.
It's not a great film, but it's not a bad film. And I feel like in today's world, we've kind of forgotten about the middle ground. Mm-hmm. It's either everyone loves it,
or no,
and it's rated fresh, or everyone hates it, and it's rated rotten, and it's a dumpster fire. And it's like, where are the days of the middle ground where you go, it's okay.
It's okay.
It's not a bad film. It's not a great film, but it's okay. It's passable. It's a C film. You know what I mean? It's an average film, and an average film gets a pass. Like, I honestly feel like the critic rating on this honestly should be in the 60s, not below 59%, which gives it a rotten.
Yeah.
So once it falls below 60, I think it's officially rotten. Once it gets to 59%.
Yeah, it should be 50. Anything less than 50 is rotten.
No. The way the rotten score, because they follow the American system, So 60 is kind of like the end. If it falls below 60, then it's a fail, and it gets rotten. Considered rotten. So it has to be 60% or higher to be considered rated fresh.
Okay.
And I'm saying this should be in the low 60s.
This grading wise,
this should be on par with Aquaman. Aquaman, I think, sits at a 64, 65.
Yeah.
And this should be sitting at with Aquaman. I'm sorry, it should be. It shouldn't be any worse than Aquaman. But somehow it is. And maybe I could argue that the theatrical cut, because they did cut a half an hour of the film, and they kind of butchered the editing a bit with it. But this version, the extended director's cut, this film doesn't deserve a rotten rating.
No.
I'm sorry. It doesn't deserve like an 80 or a 90 or like this is the best Batman film ever, but it deserves a pass.
Yeah. Now, I do want to mention again about the opening scene where it showed from the people's point of view.
That was great.
That was happening while the fight with Superman and I was going to say Zod.
No, yeah.
Was it Zod?
Yeah, it was Zod.
General Zod. I don't know why I was confused there. I was thinking Grodd, too similar of names. Where it showed just how real it was and how it affected so many people's lives, and there was buildings collapsing. It showed, in the Wayne building, I guess, that he had in Metropolis there, where like the security guard got most of the people out, and then there was nothing he could do, and you like see the lasers coming through the building. Well, like an up close shot of him, saying his last goodbyes, and then the building collapsed.
Although I do find like the ending of Man of Steel to be overkill, and there's way too much destruction porn going on.
Yeah,
I do feel like, however, I do like the fact that in this film you get to see the other side of it.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
more so. Because you kind of get to see like the destruction from the citizens' face, because they do focus on that a bit.
Yeah.
But just seeing it from more of the public's perspective, especially anybody who's not really involved with what's going on.
Yeah.
It's nice to see it and how like a normal person would kind of react to it. And it's awesome just seeing Bruce Wayne go in there, and try to save as many people as he can,
absolutely,
without the bat suit. Like, it's in that moment, like, he doesn't care. His objective is save as people. Many people as I can.
Yep. And from that, he almost goes a little too dark with branding people.
Well, that's when they cut back to 18 months later.
Yeah, so like 18 months later, you could say the tragedy of that day affected him so much that he just crossed a line.
Yeah, he's gone from Batman to Murder Punch Man.
Yes, like Murder Punch Man. I shoot people with guns. I brand people.
I just put people to sleep forever.
Right, they're tranq darts. You're right. They're definitely even the guys you're fighting are using tranq darts against you.
Yeah.
If you grab their gun,
and when you see that car exploding, you're just dreaming because they're sleeping.
Yeah, there's
and they're sleeping.
Yeah.
Has now affected your mind, and now you're dreaming.
So wait, am I on the farm too?
We're all on the farm.
Oh.
It's like, I don't know, like. With the Michael Keaton Batman, and even I was gonna say like the Val Kilmer Batman, like Batman kills in the previous films.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And even in the Bale films, he technically kills, at least with Ra's al Ghul.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, once again to bring it up. It's I'm not going to save you.
Is a choice.
Like, I'm not personally going to kill you, but I'm also not going to save you. And me not saving you means you're guaranteed going to die.
Yeah.
You're making a choice to let somebody die. So that's not directly murdering somebody, that's indirectly murdering somebody.
Yeah.
So I'm still counting that blood on his hands.
Yes.
So he does murder somebody.
Now, for the record, I would make the same choice in that situation. Because...
I'm not I'm not like...
Yeah,
I'm not,
for the record.
Like, I'm not judging him, saying he made a bad choice. Ra's al Ghul was a very evil person, and yes, the world was better off without him. I'm sorry. Because if he survived... more people would have died, and it would have been more hectic.
Yeah, absolutely. And
so it's like, he made the right choice. I'm sorry, like the hardcore comic fans. No, you should have saved him. You should have done this. But in the real world,
which is what it's based in.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a real world take on if this character actually existed.
Yeah,
and in that moment, like 80% of people would do the same thing.
No.
It's like, all right, listen, I'm not going to directly murder you, but I'm checking out.
I'm just gonna get out of here.
Yeah.
Try and save yourself.
But that being said, saying all that, I still count that as a death. That's a death on his hands. That's blood on his hands. So even in the Nolan films, he does kill. But getting to this film, it's like, imagine all the killing he does.
He murders.
Yeah, I know. All the killing he's done previously in previous incarnations, dialed up to 11.
Yeah, if you took every single person that he killed, or you could consider a kill, at least it's 10 to 11 times more deaths.
And you
Combine all that, 10 to 11 times more people die.
And you know what I love? Anybody who tries to explain it, like, I don't necessarily have a problem with him doing it. It works within the context of the film. However, that being said, anybody who tries to explain it away, there's always the idiots who are like, well, Frank Miller's Batman was this dark and he murdered all the time. Actually, he didn't. He was dark and he was edgy and he could be violent, but he was nowhere near this violent or this murder happy. This is like somebody half remembering what Frank Miller's Batman was and imagining it in their head how it happened. Yeah. But it's nowhere near this.
No, okay.
This is like taking what happened in The Dark Knight Returns and then once again cranking it up to 11. Yeah. It's like that's not how it happened. Yes, he was more brutal. He was hardcore. I think he did kill somebody in it or a couple people in it, but he wasn't as murder happy as this, and it was kind of like he didn't really have a choice in the moment.
Like the intention.
But he was brutal. I will say he was brutal in The Dark Knight Returns.
Oh yeah.
Like he beat people, he broke bones. The only person I can remember him intentionally killing was the Joker. That was it. And maybe a thug or two at the beginning when he was rusty.
Joker?
In The Dark Knight Returns, yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. Oh yeah, he killed the Joker. Oh wait, no, he
had
didn't.
Him upside down.
He didn't.
Yeah.
He put a batarang in his eye, and then the Joker snapped his own neck. So actually, he didn't kill the Joker.
How do I not remember any of that? What?
Yeah. Like wow. he beat the Joker to an inch of his life, and even rammed a batarang into one of his eyes. But it wasn't. But he still couldn't kill him. And the Joker's like, let me finish the job for you, and snapped his own neck.
The last scene I remember in that movie is Joker hanging upside down with the grappling.
Okay, that's The Dark Knight. You're thinking of the Christopher Nolan movie. You're talking about the comic.
Because there was a movie called The Dark Knight Returns that was live action, right?
No.
What was the third one?
The Dark Knight Rises.
Okay,
see, this is
so that's confusing. Yeah,
confusing similar titles, I know. I'm talking about the comic book.
Yes, which was a great
Zack
movie.
Snyder drew inspiration from.
Yeah.
Which was called The Dark Knight Returns.
Yeah.
That I'm saying. That's what I'm talking about. No, I'm not talking about The Dark Knight or The Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about the Nolan films.
What? That didn't happen in that movie.
No. Yeah, you're right. That did not happen in those movies.
But he snapped his own. But didn't he get set on fire in that too?
Who's the Joker?
Yeah.
He may have. I can't remember. But I remember in the end they're fighting in the carnival and during the love tunnel. Yeah. And the two of them just go at it, and Batman beats the Joker to a pulp.
There's like water on the ground too, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm definitely remembering the movie, but yeah. Yeah. He should have. I'm sorry, Batman should have killed the Joker a long time ago.
Oh, he should have, yeah.
Like the Injustice games were. How many characters said to Batman throughout both games that you should have killed Joker? His own son.
You know, if you had just done your job and killed him years ago, none of this would ever happened. This is actually all your fault.
Millions of people wouldn't have died in Metropolis. Superman wouldn't have lost his wife and unborn child.
Yep.
He wouldn't have gone evil and taken over the world.
Or if he couldn't do it himself, just stay out of the way of somebody who was going to. Yeah. Like Deathstroke tried to kill the Joker multiple times. The State tried to kill the Joker multiple times. There was one time where the Joker was actually going to go get the death penalty, but Batman stopped it because basically what happened is somebody had faked evidence for Joker. The Joker had murdered these people. But that being said, like, there's so many people saying, like, yeah, that's fine. Somebody faked this evidence so he would get the death trial. Yeah. But how many people has he actually murdered? Yes, technically what that person did was wrong. However, the means justify the end in this case, because look how many people he's murdered.
Yeah.
Look how many people he's going to continue to murder.
He's just going to keep doing it.
Yes, this is falsified evidence to make sure he gets the death penalty, but it's like he deserves it. And how many people have not gotten justice because of the crimes he's done?
Why would you need to falsify evidence to get that death penalty? There is so much evidence.
Yeah, I know. I didn't completely understand the point of that. I think it was because they're trying to say everything because he was considered criminally insane.
Oh, yes. And
I think this is something they try to fake evidence from, trying to show he wasn't criminally insane, and it was stating it happened before he's officially ruled criminally insane.
Okay.
So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to skate by the rules so he would get the death penalty.
That's fair, okay.
Yeah.
And they should have,
Yeah. And of course, but Batman had to do the right thing because he knew the evidence was falsified. So he had to prove the Joker's innocence. And it was like, just stop being an idiot.
And
just let him go.
You may not have to kill him.
It's like,
that's fine. Just let someone else do it.
It's like, Bruce, this is a bad relationship you're in with him. you need to let him go. You need a healthy relationship.
Unhealthy relationships are not good. So I have a question. In this Batman, Batman vs Superman: Dawn of Justice, did he kill Joker? Is Joker dead?
No, we know the Joker's not dead.
Oh, right.
Because Joker's Jared Leto.
I forgot about that. I'm sorry.
I know.
I forgot about that. Oh, no.
Joker is Jared Leto, who shows up in Suicide Squad.
Oh, no.
And in the director's cut of Justice League. Remember?
I forgot about that.
Yep. He's the Juggalo
did
Joker.
He kill the Joker? Yes. Yes, he did.
I wish he did. I wish he did. I wish the Joker was dead at this point.
And I like how Harley Quinn and the Suicide Squad don't even they don't show him. Like Harley Quinn
but she mentions it.
we broke up and all that.
Yeah.
But that's it. He's just gone.
They briefly deal with it though more in the Birds of Prey film, where she's doing the whole opening cinematic talking about how they broke up. And you see Jared Leto's stunt double from the back of a window, so you don't fully get to see him. So they deal with in Birds because the whole point of Birds of Prey.
A lot of this universe.
The whole point of Birds of Prey was Joker and Harley broke up, so Harley's going out on her own. That was the whole plot.
That's the Harley Quinn movie I was talking about.
Yeah, Birds of Prey. It's called Birds of Prey and the. I
thought it was Harley Quinn and the Birds of Prey and
it's
got fabulous
emancipation of one Harley Quinn.
Of one Harley Quinn?
Yeah.
There's not another word there?
No, I don't think it. I don't know. There could be. It's one of the dumbest titles possible.
Yes.
And it's so dumb and confusing that they decided after a week in theaters to officially retitle the film Harley Quinn : Birds of Prey. so people wouldn't get confused. But that was just for the box office and ticketing thing. Like the actual title of the film when you go to watch it in the theaters didn't change. But how they are marketing it on posters and billboards and online.
I could be wrong, but I swear on Netflix it just says Harley Quinn.
It might.
Like the fantabulous Harley Quinn. I don't even think it says Birds of Prey.
It might not.
Oh, wow. See, that's why I'm like, wait, there's a Birds of Prey movie?
It's a long, stupid title.
Yeah, okay. So, again, they touch on it, but they kind of go, he's just swept, we're just going to sweep him under the rug.
Yeah.
Joker didn't happen.
Yeah. Maybe after the events of the upcoming Flash movie, maybe that Joker won't exist.
I have a question. Who would you want to play the Joker going forward? As clearly Flash is going to rewrite everything.
I really don't care anymore. We've gotten so many different incarnations of the Joker.
Yeah.
I don't care. I really just don't care.
You don't care.
How can I say this any more than I really just don't care?
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's just like when we just recently got the Joaquin Phoenix Joker, and they're apparently trying to do a sequel to that movie too.
Well, I like that one though.
But that's what I mean. Like we got him, so we don't really need Joker.
Could we pull him in?
I doubt it.
With Flashpoint?
I doubt it.
We could.
I doubt it.
Flashpoint can make anything.
I doubt it because of Joaquin Phoenix.
Oh, he doesn't want to do it?
He probably wouldn't want to do that.
Aw.
Because
it's his own thing.
Yeah, and I don't think he enjoys the whole connected universe bull crap and everything that comes with it.
That's fair.
So it's like, yeah. And first off, even though they're talking about a sequel is in development, I don't think we're ever going to see that sequel. No. I will be shocked if Joker 2 ends up rolling in and hits theaters.
Yeah.
But that being said, getting back to this film, yeah, you know what? I enjoyed it. It was a good start for the Batman and the DCU.
Yeah.
Everywhere it went after this, it was absolutely stupid.
Just a dumpster fire after that.
Oh, man.
I mean, the Wonder Woman movies were pretty good, but still.
Wonder Woman, the first one was. Second one was meh.
Yeah, I agree.
And it was sad because it could have been so much better, but it wasn't. But at least I actually enjoyed the second Wonder Woman movie to a degree, unlike Birds of Prey and the Fantabulous Emancipation of One Harley Quinn. I'm like,
Sorry, that title.
I know, because it's like I thought Man of Steel was okay.
Yeah.
I didn't love it, but it was okay. I didn't
feel like
hate
I
it.
liked it more than you.
I think you did.
Yeah.
But I did actually enjoy this one. I won't say not as much as the Nolan films, but I didn't hate it. I didn't get like the hate it got.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's not as good, but it's not as bad as people are making it out to be, and it's better than the Schumacher films.
Mm-hmm.
And it's I'm gonna say this, and I was gonna piss off a lot of people. It's better than Batman Returns.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's far more enjoyable and it has a far more linear, coherent plot than Batman Returns.
Mm-hmm. Agreed.
So it's like I just didn't get the hate. You know what I mean? I can understand people saying it's not as good as, but not. I hate this film.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this one was okay, but I really think where they kind of started, faltering was with Suicide Squad, and that's more on Warner Brothers than the director, because apparently the director's cut of this movie, from what has been leaked, is pretty solid. It's Warner Brothers trying to screw with it, trying to make it more Guardians of the Galaxy like, because Guardians of the Galaxy hit, like the trailer dropped around the same time the trailer for this dropped, and how everybody responded so well to Guardians that Warner Brothers made them recut this film and try to make it more like Guardians.
This one?
No, Suicide Squad.
Suicide Squad, okay.
And that's why Suicide Squad is such a mess of a film. And then...
Yeah, are we getting a director's cut of that?
Hopefully one day.
Hopefully. Okay.
And then they did Wonder Woman, which was great. I really enjoyed the first one. And then we all know the story with Justice League. We talked about it before.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, this universe had a good start, but they had some issues and they did falter. But the problem is, when they went to pivot, they went in the opposite wrong direction. They didn't have a right direction on this.
No. But again, I do like how Flash is going to rewrite the wrongs, that they're just going to make more wrongs. But
that's what I mean. Like, yeah, everybody keeps saying that, but I'm like, this is
rewriting.
Warner Brothers. I'm like, there's just more potential for them to make more wrongs.
Hey, there is always hope that people learn from their lessons.
There's always hope.
And hopefully they will.
But as the other saying goes, there's no hope, there's no hope, there's no hope at all.
I prefer to...
Game over, man! Game over!
I prefer to be an optimist, not a Megatron.
I was going to say,
Negatron.
You're going to be Optimus Prime on this?
I'm going to be an Optimus Prime on this.
You're going to be an Optimus Prime on this?
Not a Megatron.
Not a Negatron?
Not a Negatron.
Not a Negatron?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, good for you, bro. For once, I'm going to be the negative one.
I know, that's a strange. We've been flipping our scripts.
I know. I'm just starting to give up on the DCEU. I really am. I am excited to see Michael Keaton back,
yes.
But I still don't have high hopes.
Oh, and you mentioned in a previous recording that they're doing an HBO Batgirl.
Yeah, they're doing an HBO Max Batgirl movie.
I didn't even know it was a thing. That's awesome.
That's the next DCEU film after The Flash.
Oh, it's very... Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully it is good. And The Batman, that is...
Its own universe.
Really?
Yeah, it's not connected.
In any way?
Nope.
My excitement level for going to see this just went down so much.
It's going to be its own independent trilogy. Yeah.
Because, like, I was like, it's a new Batman film. I'm excited to go see this, figuring it's kind of connected to the universe. And one of the things that was disappointing me that it was emo Batman. I don't I mean, sure, Batman can be considered emo because he's all dark and broody.
I don't feel like Batman is emo.
No, sorry,
Bruce Wayne is emo, but when he's Batman, he seems fine. So whenever he's in the as I'm saying, like, whenever he's in the Batsuit, I think it's going to be fine. Whenever he's out of the Batsuit is when I'm going to be groaning and rolling my eyes.
Absolutely. Like, he's all like, just the look of him, he's got the hair and the makeup is all, it's white makeup on his face and like,
yeah, I know.
Black on his face too, and
he's coming across as that emo goth kid, and I'm like, oh, that's gonna be annoying. So
my parents died when I was young, but I've lived for 20 years and I've trained to become the Batman, but I'm so sad.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I get it. It's bad. It's dramatic, but you've become the Batman. You don't be emo.
I know.
Bruce Wayne. You be. Hey, let's go party and, spend a lot of money and buy a lot of buildings. I'm having
pretty much.
Great time.
Yeah, I know. But he hasn't gotten there yet because he's still learning.
He's still learning?
So maybe by the end of the film, he'll get a bit of a haircut and won't be so emo.
So is this the film that was supposed to be Ben Affleck's?
Yep. And that they got canned and did this film instead? Yeah, that's exactly what this is.
Now, it was going to be a flashback film, right?
No, originally it wasn't going to be at all. Originally it was going to be 100% a Ben Affleck Batman film. And then it transformed into, it's going to be a prequel film with Ben Affleck just at the beginning and end as like a bookend for the movie and maybe narrating a little bit. And then it went from, okay, he's not involved at all to it's going to be its own thing and it's in its own universe. Yeah.
Joker. It's just in the same universe as Joker, basically.
Well, no, not in the same universe as Joker.
Not in the same universe.
But as like the Joker, it's going to be its own thing. Yeah.
Well, any other things you want to say about Dawn of Justice?
Yeah, it's a decent film.
Absolutely.
That being said, I hate the ending. When they fight Doomsday, it's so unnecessary. Like, that should not have been the ending for this film.
No.
It should have been something else. Anything else. And also, bring up a point we were talking about the spear earlier.
Yes.
And unnecessary fighting. I remember Batman's idea was, I'm going to draw it back to the spear. No. You leave it on this island by itself. Go back and get the spear. And then come back and kill it with the spear. You don't make it follow you back to Gotham to cause more destruction.
Yeah, and then he says the line of, it's an abandoned port. I don't give a crap if it's an abandoned port. 2 miles that way, there's people in a building.
I know.
Jeez. So bad. It's an abandoned island. No, let's take him from the island.
Yeah, as everybody can tell, this script could have used a rewrite or two.
Just a few. Just a few. We'll never get that.
No.
It's a thing.
And now apparently Affleck is done, so it's like...
Oh, okay. and the...
What? Remember?
Is she with you?
Oh, the dumbest line.
I thought she was with you.
Yeah.
Even though I emailed her earlier today and said, hey...
Batman, we know she is so with you. You even know she's with you. I can understand if in that moment when he goes, is she with you? I understand if Batman doesn't want to commit and fully say, yeah, she's with me. But the appropriate line in that situation at that point when Superman turns to him and goes, is she with you? His response should have been, sort of. Yeah. Because she's sort of with him. They didn't directly come together. He didn't know she was going to show.
No.
But they had some interaction before he emailed her.
Yep.
He left the breadcrumbs out for her to show up.
Yep.
So it's like, yes, she may not be fully with you.
Yeah.
But she's partially with you. Yes. So the correct line in that statement was, is she with you? Sort of.
Yeah, that was bad. Sorry, I had to comment.
Is she with you? I thought she was with you.
Because she has powers?
Yeah, it's dumb. It's like, please, any idiot monkey at a typewriter could have come up with a better line.
Yup. I agree. I 100% agree. But
I know it sounds like we're crapping on this movie and it sounds like we hate it.
You got it.
But there's certain points you have to. It's not a bad film. It's just not a great film either.
Everything.
And these moments we're talking about are the moments that make it not a great film.
Yes. Agreed. Would I recommend people going to see it? Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure.
And what was your favorite part of it? And my favorite part was the Bruce Wayne at the beginning and all the showing the realism and the people and all that.
Even though he's basically Murder Punch Man in the scene, the warehouse Batman fight.
Where he saves Martha?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that whole sequence is my favorite part.
It was pretty good. I definitely
because even though he's a little bit Murder Punch Man still in that moment, it's the most Batman we've ever seen unleashed onto criminals in a film that's similar to the comics. You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I do have to comment on one more bad scene.
Yeah.
When Superman comes to Lois, when she's getting in the cab, and he comes down, he's like, I have to go blah blah blah, this and that, I have to be there. And the cab driver, was just sitting there like,
why is Superman randomly talking to this woman?
The woman that was getting in my cab. Do you know Superman, man?
I'm like, if I was a cab driver, I'd be like, okay, something potentially bad could be happening now that Superman's standing beside my cab. I'm just going to slowly start driving away.
Well, he was in traffic.
Oh,
so
fair enough.
I don't think he could.
Fair enough.
I think he was just panicking, like, please fly away. Please fly away. But it's just a question of it. It's like, okay, so Lois Lane knows Superman.
Yeah.
Who is Superman?
No, it couldn't be the guy with glasses, could it?
No, it's not him. It's not him. All right, brother. I think we should maybe wrap this one up.
We're kind of ranting at this point anyways.
So did you guys like it? Did you enjoy it? What were your least favorite parts, most favorite parts, things you would definitely have liked to see in a different way, and how would you have liked to have seen those scenes? Thanks for listening.
Remember to like, share, and subscribe, and all that crap.
Subscribe, comments. I feel like there's even one more that we could say.
Who cares? They all know it. Every stupid YouTuber says the exact same stupid line,
and we're also
and
the
everybody.
YouTubers.
Oh yeah, I know.
Saying the stupid.
But I'm saying we're in that. But I'm saying they know what to do. Everybody knows it.
Everybody knows what to do. If they want to do it, they'll do it. But to be honest, sometimes I forget. And when they say that, I go, "Yeah, I really like this."
Yeah.
Just saying.
All right.
Guys.
That being said, adios.
Talk to you in the next one.
Stay healthy. Stay safe.
Adios is my line.
Oh, sorry. Bye.